Hello and welcome to BWI. With SummerSlam 3 days away, I am bringing to you the SummerSlam predictions for the 2016 card. Anyways, the way I'm gonna do this is basically just give my prediction after talking a bit about the history between the matches. Some I might talk more on them, some I might talk less. Anyways, though, SummerSlam is pretty packed, so let's get started. The first match on the card that I'm going to be talking about is one of the undercard matches, and Team Jericho versus Enzo and Big Cast. Not much to say about this except that the little back and forth that they've been having on the mic and in the ring, it's been kind of entertaining. These are four of the most entertaining workers in the business, and the match should probably be entertaining. Good starter. This is the opening match. It'd be a really good way to start the pay-per-view in a again, entertaining fashion. And so yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. I think Enzo and Cass might win. I'm just saying they probably will come up with the win. But I'm leaning more towards Chris Jericho and KO. Like I want them to win. I just like the pairing. I like how entertaining they are. But my prediction has to be Enzo and Big Cass. I think they're just gonna win. Babyfaces almost always win. The next match on the card is Cesaro versus Sheamus, and well, not much to say about this except Cesaro's an amazing worker. Sheamus, is a worker, and I don't know what to say. The rivalry's kind of weird. I mean, these are two guys who've had, been trying to impress Shane. So I mean, not Shane, Mick Foley, my bad. And so I think this is one of the few feuds or storylines, that they're booking that that actually, isn't is to impress the general managers. My bad. And so yeah. Anyways, for as much as I want Cesaro to win, and I honestly think he might win. I don't know, maybe. Why not? I don't, but something tells me for some reason I feel like Sheamus might pick up the win just because he's been on a losing streak as for Cesaro really hasn't that much compared to Sheamus. But I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna turn out. Anyways, though. But I'm gonna lean towards more Cesaro. So my prediction is gonna go to Cesaro. Although I wouldn't be surprised if Sheamus picked up the win. This is a match I'm not really looking that forward into due to the fact that it's a Sheamus match. I don't know. I just don't like the way he works. I'm sorry. His character is becoming way more boring. Cesaro's always changing characters. He went from the Swiss Superman to James Bond. As far as wrestling goes, I don't know. It probably will end up being a good match on Cesaro's part. Anyways, the next match is a SmackDown match, and it is the first women's match of the night. Probably it'll be like that, and it's Team Heel versus Team Babyface, Team Becky Lynch versus Team Eva Marie. Not much to say about this except for the fact that WWE's been booking Eva Marie as of late like gold. It's just amazing. They booked her as this controversial figure in the women's division, and it's probably the only storyline that's been being booked right, It's really putting an annoyance on the women's wrestlers on SmackDown, and Eva trying to look like, she's scared, because she probably is. A lot of people are going on to saying, though, that if, this is continuing, or it'll probably end up continuing to go to SummerSlam, and if it does, it's probably going to end up being a handicap match. So I'm going to have to give this one to the babyfaces. Although, it could go both ways, and it'll still be controversial because, when Eva Marie steps into the ring, people boo the hell out of her. But then when Eva Marie, doesn't, they still boo the hell out of her. Except, it's something that I'm actually interested to watch. All eyes are gonna actually be on this match, and they're gonna see whether Eva Marie is gonna compete or not. Honestly, the big thing to take away from this match is Eva Marie and her lack to compete. Regardless what you had to say about her, it's honestly being a great match. You can't deny this is probably the only reason why you're gonna watch the match in the first place. If anyone's gonna watch it, it's probably gonna be because of Eva Marie. They want to know what excuse she's gonna come up with this time. If it's gonna be a big extravaganza or big, big way she's gonna, bitch her way out of this little match, or if this is gonna be a way, or if she actually, end up wrestling, because people have been waiting to see her wrestle. Her live event matches have been doing a lot better. She's been showing a lot more confidence, and she's less slow in the ring. She's running the ropes more. And anyways, that's enough on Eva Marie. Let me talk about the other girls. Either way, talk so much about Eva Marie. Either way, this is Alexa's pay-per-view debut on the main roster, as well as Carmella. It'd be interesting to see, Naomi's return, and we didn't get to see her wrestle. It's gonna be pretty cool seeing her back. She's face again, so that's pretty interesting. It'd be interesting to see the chemistry between Alexa Bliss and Naomi, as well as Carmella and Natalia. We've seen Carmella compete with all three of these women, and Becky as well. So it's time to see, who will come out on top and how entertaining this match will overall, it'll be overall. So as far as my prediction goes, the baby faces will win. Up next, the tag team match. It is the New Day, Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods defending the titles against the Club. The build up to this match has been really funny and entertaining. It's much like the Jericho match versus Enzo and Big Cast. It's looking to be a big deal. The clubs asked for only 2 members of the New Day to compete in this match, and it's going to be Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston because Big E's out injured because of his balls. I don't know who actually is going to win, because it could be a possibility Big E returns and does something, or it could be a possibility that, he doesn't, and the club wins. Either way, I'm thinking this might be the end of the New Day's reign. They've reigned for a long time, and it always happens when you beat the record, you just end up losing the title. I'm taking this out of experience from the Women's Championship, the Divas Championship, so I'm gonna have to give this one to the club, although I would love to see the New Day retain. Up next, Rusev versus Roman Reigns. They've been doing a great job by booking the two of these guys. They've been booking Rusev to be a monster heel ever since back in Money in the Bank, right? When did he win the title? Whenever he won the title. They've been trying to book Rusev back up to being that monster heel, and they're doing an amazing job at it, even to the point where fans wanted Kurt Angle back. So they finally got Rusev back on the right track. As for Roman as well, they're doing a great job with him. They're not making him look like... I think what fans just like about this is that he's not in the big, big, big title picture, and that he's actually trying to stop Rusev, and it's looking to be, a battle of, big guys, giants, and so it's gonna be awesome to see this match. I think Roman might win. I would love to see Rusev win because I just like his reign of dominance. But anyways, I'm gonna have to give this one to Roman Reigns though. Up next, Apollo Crews, not Creed, Crews. Daniel calling Apollo Crews Creed. Messed up. Did you guys see how pissed off Booker was on the pre-show? Anyways, though, versus The Miz for the Intercontinental Championship. I don't really want to see Apollo Crews win just because we haven't seen too much of him. We hadn't seen... This is probably the poorly booked title match of the night. We haven't really seen The Miz compete as much and being built up as a champ. We haven't seen Apollo Crews being built up as a contender. We only saw him like 2 times, 3 times. Either way, I don't know. I'd rather have this Miz win this one. I think Apollo is a bit too green to win the title. We don't want to give him the title too early, and because he doesn't have any depth to his character still. As for the Miz, it's the Miz. So I'm gonna have to give this one to the Miz. Anyways, moving on to the Women's Championship match. I'm so excited for this match. I always hate a Charlotte match because of the heel that she is, and not because she's a heel, but because of Dana Brooke and Ric Flair and whoever's getting in the way. Like, it's predictable as hell, right? Anyways, though, I gotta say that when we saw Dana Brooke being sent to backstage, and we actually saw a one-on-one match with Sasha and Charlotte, we saw what an amazing match that was, and one of the greatest women's matches in Raw history. I think it was one of the longest, if not the longest one in Raw history. Great storytelling, and I gotta say that going into SummerSlam, I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up being another match of the year candidate. And if these ladies will deliver, there's no surprise that they won't. There's no doubting that they will. But a big question going into this is Charlotte going to have a plan B? Fans are wondering that. The WWE, commentators are wondering that. If Charlotte going to have, someone else to come out, whether it's Ric Flair, Dana Brooke, or even someone new to replace Dana Brooke, who knows, As for Sasha, I don't know. Obviously, I don't think she's gonna have a plan B on up her sleeve. She's the baby face going into this match. She's like the boss. She's trying to overcome every obstacle, the underdog, the champion. Uh, but anyways, I hope that's not the case. I hope they keep this a one-on-one match and actually have Charlotte and Sasha put on another great match rather than just it being an entertaining, uh, you know, heel gimmick. I really want to see this being a one-on-one match. It's just literally what I want. Literally what I want. So yeah, I gotta say that I'm excited for this match. I hope Sasha Banks wins. I think she will win, and she will win. She has to win. She's just been champion for so little, and also there are reports with Charlotte saying Charlotte might leave the company for a little while. Either way, if she doesn't and she does end up winning the championship, it'd be a big mistake on WWE's part because she just came off of a long championship reign, and they need to do something with her and Dana. So yeah, for this match, I'm gonna have to give it again to the boss. Hope Charlotte doesn't bring a plan B. Hope WWE doesn't plan a plan B. Maybe it'll be Eva Marie. Maybe she doesn't compete in the SummerSlam match, but then all of a sudden pops up to the women's championship match and says, oh, Eva Marie's now ready to compete. Wrong match, Eva. But anyways, that's enough of that. Anyways, again, Sasha, hope she wins. Charlotte, no plan B. Anyways, up next with the WWE Championship match between Dolph Ziggler and Dean Ambrose. They're doing a good job with building these two guys up, although their last war of words on SmackDown this Tuesday that passed on August 16th. It was very, very cringe worthy. Not the best work you've seen from these two. But either way, the super kick Dolph gave to Dean was pretty sick. It was cool. They're building up a rivalry rather than them going respectfully in. And I think Dolph might turn heel or is probably heel. I don't know. I'm confused on that. I don't know if this is a heel versus baby face at all. I know there doesn't have to be a heel going into everything, but you know, Dolph just looks a bit more aggressive, and that's why the only reason I'm confused is because they're making him look like one, but we don't know if he's one. Anyways, though, we haven't seen Dolph as champion in a long time, but I gotta be honest, I'm not really so like stoked for this match. Like I'm jumping up and down, but it's interesting to see what's gonna happen. It's interesting to see all of that. I gotta say, hopefully Ambrose pulls out some new moves, and Dolph stops doing gimmick infringement, and we actually get that's my only thing going into this match. The build up has been meh. I think the only thing, again, the only storyline they're really building up, the only storylines is probably, AJ Styles, Cena, Charlotte, Sasha, Finn, Seth, Eva Marie, period. But this is not it's not something I'm like, oh my god, like jumping out of my seat, like I'm all wet for. No, but anyways, I hope Dean Ambrose wins. Hopefully, I want him to win. Although if Dolph wins from some underhand tactics, I wouldn't mind. But Dean for this one. Moving on to Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor. wow, there's a lot of going on here, but it's for the Universal Championship. The build-up has been pretty great. The Demon King was brought out on Monday. Seth confronting the Demon King. I didn't think he was gonna come out. To be honest, it's like that thing. It's like Undertaker kind of like you don't know if he's actually gonna come out until you hear the bells and you start seeing him walk down the ramp. But anyways, I think this is going to be a very entertaining match. These are two of the most athletic men in the business, two of the greats in the business, two of the greatest NXT alumni, and no doubt they're going to deliver. The promo work on Seth's part has been amazing, and Finn, being the scary Demon King, the fierce contender as well, they're doing a really great job with this. And although I like Seth Rollins better, and I would like him to win, I'm going with Finn on this one. My prediction: Finn Balor. Going on to Cena versus AJ Styles. Where do I even begin here? AJ Styles is a pretty amazing wrestler. We can't deny that. And WWE did an amazing job at signing Mr. TNA. But the thing is with this is that he has won the match at Money in the Bank, and sorry. And then, Cena ended up winning, I think, Battleground, right? With Enzo and all them. So, anyways, I gotta say, though, that the build-up as well has been great. My only complaints to this, as far as the build-up goes, is I wanted to see AJ Styles wrestle a bit more. I mean, I want to see him deliver messages to John Cena rather than attacking him from behind. But anyways, something interesting that CM Pulse came up with. I was watching his instant gratification, and he said that usually whoever gets attacked on the go home show ends up winning at the pay-per-view. So with that being said, as he put it, maybe AJ Styles might win. I would love AJ Styles to win, especially since there are rumors saying Cena might, he's leaving, or there, it's news, whatever, rumors saying that he's gonna be leaving to go shoot American Grit. Pretty stupid on his part, but anyways, wouldn't want to see Cena win this because I don't want to see AJ Styles being buried. He could, Cena doesn't lose anything when he just loses a match. He's still gonna be Cena. But if AJ loses, he's no longer going to be AJ Styles. He's going to be the guy that faced Cena and will be out of the company in like a couple months because he's being booked poorly due to this. So I want AJ Styles to win. I hope AJ Styles win. My prediction's going to be AJ Styles for the win. AJ needs to win. Period. Finally, going into this match, it's Brock Lesnar versus Randy Orton. It's hilarious how they made something look so small. It wasn't like they didn't even really have matches on OVW, and they made this into like, oh, it's like 15, 16 years in the making. Like it's big, and they made something so small into something so big, and they hyped it up amazingly. And I'm excited for this match. I'm excited to see how Randy will counter F5, or how Brock will counter the RKO with Suplex City. But anyways, I'm a Brock Lesnar guy. I'm a Paul Heyman guy. So I want Brock Lesnar to win, and I think he will win. Who knows? This is the one match I'm not sure who's gonna win, guys. I can't really give a prediction, but if I had to pick, it has to be Brock Lesnar. I like Randy Orton and all, but I want to see Brock Lesnar win. He's a pretty cool guy. So yeah, that's basically it for that. Anyways, this match is probably gonna be an amazing, epic, legendary match. So yeah, this whole pay-per-view looks pretty stacked. It looks pretty entertaining. We're gonna see a couple of surprises maybe. So yeah, that was it for this edition of BWI's predictions. Tell me what you think down in the comment section below. Who do you have for each match? And till next time, bye. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, do all of that good stuff. Until next time, bye.